Hi guys, what's up? It's Marcella. I hope you guys are having a nice day when you watch this. I took us out to the balcony, so it'd be like some nice scenery. So I'm just going to talk about some of my favorite components of this Challenge 2050 class. I first want to start off by saying that Tony and Maria were great class leaders, and I really appreciated the different sort of teaching styles and information and wisdom that they brought to the class. So yeah, shout out to you guys. Also, first, the book that we read for the class, 10 Billion, was pretty important just because I feel like it kind of presented the various problems that this class tries to tackle in a very like clear-cut, straightforward manner. And I liked the whole book, and I think it's an important book to read. But the last line obviously is super pessimistic, and I don't appreciate it. But I feel like it kind of is a good contrast to how our class perceived the issues, because at least I felt an overwhelming sense of optimism and like energy and a sense of urgency from my classmates and from the teachers and speakers we had to like solve the problem, not just say we're fucked and kind of like feel shitty about that for a while. So I appreciated the fact that we read a book that gave that perspective, but then we countered it with our optimism in the discussion of the book and stuff like that. Next thing I liked, I really, out of all the speakers we had that came to the class, I was most intrigued by the guy who came to talk about GMOs, just because it really sparked like my interest to get more educated on the topic of GMOs, because I felt that what he presented was a very like biased perspective of GMOs, and I still don't know exactly what my opinion is on that whole industry, but it really did prompt me to like ask other professors and just other people whose opinions I trust and respect. His talk really prompted me to like look deeper into that. He also obviously like super dynamic character. I mean, when he started getting emotional, I was getting emotional, but then I was like, I don't know if I like agree with you. So that was definitely a highlight of the class for me. Yeah. Next, I also really appreciate how this class is interdisciplinary, because I think that the global issues that we're facing before we get to the year 2050 needs to be tackled from every like aspect of society. Every profession, every type of company needs to be concerned and aware of these issues. So be it someone who's a business major, environmental science, or like international relations, I think it's really important that all these people now have this sort of global awareness that will be really like valuable to them in the workforce. And I think that like I feel optimistic knowing that there's all these people, my peers, who are going to be decision makers and in, you know, leading positions. I feel optimistic knowing that they're in those positions with the knowledge that they gained in this course. Also, Tamiko from HM Claus, literally she's awesome. One of my favorite classes of the whole semester was when she was there, and it really just like it worked out that she would be there and have such a like interesting perspective of France, like right after the attacks happened in Paris. That was like a really moving class for me, and I really appreciated her input, not only on Paris but also on like careers and stuff like that. Also, I'm all about the freedom to use your creativity in the assignments. It's a little bit like vague. Like I'm talking about how you guys say in assignments we can like we have freedom to use creativity. Like I appreciated that because it pushed me to like have fun with the project and make it an enjoyable experience for myself, and it challenged me to not just like, because with so many school assignments are just like boring and mundane, and these weren't. Okay, so I don't have a lot of time left. I just want to say that this class played like a huge role in my like freshman year experience. I still have another semester, but just like I came into college not knowing really what I wanted to make of my career and like life. And this class really opened my eyes to how important it is that I make the effort to like make sure that my life has meaning and that I do something that like helps the world. Like, we can't afford to just have people go out and just seek jobs purely to make money. Like, we can't afford that. There's no time for that now. We need to have people, making money is good and necessary, but there need to be like your life, you need to do something with your life that helps the world, because the world needs your help. So that was really that's still affected me, and I'm really excited to take the next class, and I hope you guys all have an awesome winter break. And yeah, bye. Oh, also meditation. The meditation aspect of the class was literally the best thing ever. I appreciate it so much. Okay, bye.